So yesterday I put out a video regarding the new survival mastery system coming into PUBG, and it looks like I should have just waited a little bit longer because today we received the full patch notes about the next update coming into the game, and this is update number 4.3 coming soon to the test server. So as of right now, we don't have an exact date of when this is launching on the PTS, but like they said, it is coming soon. So I figured in this video we could go over the patch notes. I'm going to just briefly go over the new mastery system coming into the game regarding survivability. I'll link my video from yesterday down in the description box below and also in a card above if you want to see the full video on that. But basically what's going on here is that they're adding a new mastery system into the game on top of the weapon mastery, but this one is all about survivability. And with this, we are going to get a new PUBG ID system. We're going to be able to unlock calling cards, IDs, badges, poses, and a bunch of new stuff into the game. And with that, they're going to be tracking so many more stats, including our looting statistics, hot dropping, how we're surviving in the game, engagements, and all of that stuff. This is a really elaborate system. And this, to me, is going to be one of the better updates in the game, in my opinion, just looking at the images that have been shared with us so far. So I can't wait to try this out in game. And moving on from that, we have a new weapon coming into the game. So this is really, really exciting. This is the Dbs Shotgun, and this thing looks like it's an absolute beast. So let's read what PUBG has to say about this. So the Dbs is a double-barreled pump-action bullpup shotgun that can only be initially obtained from care packages. So this is going to be a crate weapon when it comes into the game. The Dbs has two internal magazine tubes that allow the user to load up to 14 12-gauge rounds. So what I'm guessing here is that each tube is going to hold 7 rounds, and then every time you pump the shotgun, you're going to be able to shoot off 2 of these rounds. And it says, thanks to those combined fire mechanics, the Dbs can produce massive bursts of damage in a short time span. So I'm guessing there might be some kind of auto fire here, or maybe it's just really quick to pump this shotgun and get shots off in a high rate of fire, which is going to, in return, create a really fast time to kill. And the upper rail of the gun is going to allow for a holographic, a red dot, and all the scopes ranging from 2 to 6 times. So I don't know what we're going to want to do with a 4-time scope on this gun, but sometimes you just got to go full send. And the maximum effective range to deal damage with the Dbs is 100 meters. And while we're speaking about the shotguns in the game, it looks like PUBG is going to be giving the shotgun some love here, which makes sense because over the last couple updates, we've seen updates to the SMGs, the ARs, the sniper rifles in the game, and the shotguns have kind of just been over in the corner. And some of these updates are a little bit technical, but I'm just going to go over the highlights here. So basically what they seem to be doing is they want to improve shotgun consistency. They've increased the hit probability at the medium shotgun range. All shotgun pellets now use a more realistic bullet curve. So I was reading that, I'm like, okay, it looks like they want to make the shotgun a little bit more reliable and stronger up close, but then they also reduced the damage multiplier from 1.5 to 1.2 in headshots, and then from 1.0 to 0.9 in the torso. But they've also increased the reload speed for the double-barrel shotgun and the pump action shotgun. So it seems like if I had to just interpret this, is that they're trying to make the shotgun more reliable close range, which makes sense, and faster shots, be able to take out enemies close range, but that the bullet distance and the accuracy from medium to long range should decrease pretty significantly there. So it really just has a place as a close range weapon. But unfortunately right now, because SMGs are so strong, they kind of have, to me, the #1 spot in the close range battles in the game. But PUBG has been doing a really good job lately making everything have a purpose. If you look at gas cans, they didn't have a purpose. Now they made gas. They made the vehicles use up gas more. The gas cans explode, and now people take gas cans. And you can see that with a lot of things. Health, the bandages. Now people use bandages because of the auto bandaging. And shotguns, to me, still don't have a great place in the game, even though I personally enjoy using them. So love to see what people think of the shotguns after this update on the PTS. And moving on from that, they're doing a really nice change here with the updated weapon impact effects. So both decals and particle effects are now more directional, allowing players to better understand the directions of which shots are coming from. And this is huge because if someone's silenced, or even if they're not, sometimes when someone shoots, you really have a hard time telling if it's to the left or to the right because you might be turning around and your headset is kind of picking it up both ways. So this will give players a better chance to understand where those shots are coming from, which is so important in PUBG because there's no radar, UAV, or information regarding where people are shooting you from. You just have to use sound and kind of little visual cues. So that's great. Love the realism in that. And then speaking of sound, PUBG is making a bunch of sound changes across the board, but there's 2 here that I thought were really notable that I wanted to mention in this video. And the first one is that they've reduced the volume of the red zone, which I think is a great change. I'm kind of on the fence about the red zone, but I do know that some things in the game, the volume is just way too loud. It already covers your footsteps. I get that, but sometimes the volume is so loud that it interferes with just the game and I have to turn my volume down a lot. It like gives me a headache. And then they've done a big change here with footsteps. So footsteps sounds will be more drastically reduced when players move to the outer limit of footstep audible range. So that was kind of a tough wording there, but basically what this is that at the outer limit of where you can hear footsteps are going to be lower. And I think this is great because sometimes I will hear my teammates who are like a building or two away and it sounds like they're coming into my building and there's nobody in the town. And I'm like, dude, there's someone coming in my building. And then I'm like, oh, it's just you. So the footsteps are definitely a little bit too loud on that outer range and they're bringing it down and making that more realistic, which I think is going to be a really good thing. So that's great for PUBG. Then moving on from that, just some small UI changes that are being added into the game. And then we have some big changes to zombie mode, but this is just on PC. We haven't seen zombie mode on console yet. And I thought this was funny. They're calling this PUBZ. I hadn't seen this before. I don't know if this is already kind of a common term and I just missed it, but this is my first time seeing this. And I love that it's called PUBZ. So it looks like what they're doing here. This has already been leaked kind of that they're trying to make some improvements to zombies, but that they're making the zombies better. They increase their running speed, jumping, attack, and they can also drive vehicles now. So they're trying to make it a little bit more even for the zombies and trying to provide incentives for people to play this mode more. Recently it was leaked that it looked like they are maybe trying to make the zombies have AI or make the zombies AI in the game. So who knows what updates we'll see of this in the future. I really want to play this. I just don't play that often on PC. So I really hope they can eventually get this onto console because I think this would be a really fun mode to be in addition to the regular Battle Royale that's in the game. So that's very excited and kudos and shout out to PUBZ. I love that. And then on top of that, we have some new skins coming into the game that are Halloween related. And these I thought were really cool. I don't have any actual footage of this. I can share with you guys some screenshots from PlayerIGN, and I'm going to recommend that you guys go check out his video for all the screenshots. They have a really cool scarecrow in here and a new level 3 helmet that I just wanted to point out in this video, but I'll leave his video down in the description box below so you guys can check out all of the leaked skins. These guys do a great job finding out all of this information. They're crazy over there. They get all this stuff super fast and it's been pretty accurate for the most part, and I definitely recommend giving it a check out. So I'll definitely be purchasing some of these. It seems like they're stepping up their skin ability or design a lot here, and I'm very excited for this update with the new shotgun and the new survival mastery system. I love things to track, and this will be a nice addition once the next survivor pass comes out, because this current one is going to be coming to an end in October. So as always, let me know what you guys think of the new updates coming into the game. Thank you all for watching. I'm Blitz5 and peace out.